Keane with live action news. Nikita Wollerman with daily information news.
Hello and good morning. I'm Nikita Wollerman and this is World Culture News. On January 25, 2011, inspired by a series of events in Tunisia, the Egyptians gathered to protest during the National Holiday Police Day. The citizens of Egypt are calling for an end to corruption, injustice, poor economic conditions, and the 30-year-old regime of their president Hosni Mubarak. Recently, Mubarak has not been taking care of his duties or doing anything to put an end to the riots among the streets. In just 18 days, he and his National Democratic Party were removed from power. Mass demonstrations were met with violence and repression by police and the ruling NDP, although officers were not able to hold them back, in which the Egyptians stood up and fought back in numerous street battles. January 27th, the internet and mobile providers agreed with the government to suspend their services. On January 29th, Vice President Omar Suleiman was appointed by Mubarak. Another one of his weak concessions was installing a new cabinet on January 31st. He then declared he wouldn't run again for president, and neither would his son Jamal after he finished his last term in September 2011. Now to Keane, live in Egypt in the middle of a protest.
Thank you, Nikita. In what is now being called the Day of Rage, tens of thousands of Egyptians are taking to the streets, demanding the end of regime for Hosni Mubarak in place since 1981. The initiative that started as a Facebook group enjoyed widespread support of all tiers of Egyptian society. Ezra Abdel Fattah, an Egyptian democracy activist known as Facebook Girl for her social media savvy, fought for a new Egypt. She was also an organizer for the major protest in Tahrir Square today, January 25th. Further, the Muslim Brotherhood, a long-since banned oppositional group in Egypt, announced its support for the Day of Rage marches, as did former head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Mohammed El-Baridi, who returned to Egypt from his home in Vienna. The protesters marched on central Tahrir Square, where they set up camp. The square became a symbolic stronghold of the protesters against the struggle against Mubarak. You're now going to see a clip of that.
عايزين نسمع حسني مبارك صوتنا ماشي يلا كلنا ايد واحده طلبنا حاجه واحده ارحل 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 يسقط يسقط حسني مبارك يسقط يسقط حسني مبارك الشعب يريد اسقاط النظام الشعب يريد اسقاط النظام.
Series of events in Tunisia. The Egyptians gathered to protest the national
The protest noise.
to protest.
Action news.
Like, really?
Just do it.
He's like,
See, he's interested.
Why don't you get a straight face on? Game face. Let's go.
okay, that's good enough.